Please welcome to the stage, from Lillestrøm Municipality, Silje Sander.
Good morning. First of all, I want to welcome you to Lillestrøm Municipalities, one of Norway's most innovative municipalities, as demonstrated both by our history and current innovation areas. We are honored to be here today to represent the spirit and the capacity of the innovation that exists in Norway's municipalities. As most of you probably know by now, Lillestrøm was in fact the first internet node outside of the US back in 1973. And this was not by accident, as there is a long history of digital transformation and governance in precisely this area, as you can see from all these historic moments. Today we are leveraging this history as we are scaling up our effort to meet new challenges in new ways. We are currently building an innovation district here in Lillestrøm, centered around the Kjelled Innovation Hub, just down the road. Inspired by the Oslo Science City and aligned with global districts like 22 at Barcelona and White City in London, it brings together academia, business and public institutions to accelerate science-based innovation. The goal is to create a new gravity center for future industries in our region. However, the topic of today is not to show you this, but to show how we use our innovative muscles in new ways. The Western world is currently facing a demographic shift characterized by an aging population and declining birth rates. This leads to a shrinking working-age population and an increasing number of older individuals, creating especially serious challenges for healthcare systems and the overall economy. Due to this, there are concerns about the sustainability of Western economics, and in the face of these challenges, some even claim we head for bankruptcy. The current healthcare models are indeed not an alternative for the future, and unless we take radical actions, it can destroy our welfare state as we know it, and this calls for action. 5 years ago, we started working on a solution to this and to the lack of healthcare personnel. Our goal is to double the capacity without increasing the number of employees. Our hypothesis was that aggressive use of technology and radically changing the way we use our resources will solve at least part of the problem. But as we delved into this topic, it didn't take long before we realized that our society is facing yet another massive and somewhat opposite problem: social exclusion, with an increasing number of people of working age outside work and education system. In Lillestrøm, this number is 18%, and it is rising every year. This is not a problem unique to Lillestrøm or even Norway. People involuntarily outside the labor force is a problem everywhere. And the irony is not lost on us that we lack people in healthcare at the same time as the exclusion rates grows. So we need to address both problems at the same time, the theory being that they can partly cancel each other out. But how do we mobilize people to enter the workforce? When we started digging into this social exclusion problem, we became aware that the current job market has very strict framework. It is mostly suited for people working in full-time positions with a high degree and a predictable life situation. As the requirements for higher education rises, the threshold for entering the job market also becomes increasingly high. Our job market is not suited for those who fail to deliver on these elements, and it is becoming a very excluding factor that we cannot afford, neither for human nor economic reasons. We had to extend our mission and add social inclusion to our solution, and we therefore created the task-based labor model. By dividing full-time positions into small, limited tasks, we can make them available to community resources. With a high volume, we can standardize many of these tasks and present them in a platform delivered by our technology partner, Nyby. Community resources can pick and execute on tasks how and when their situation allows it. Creating such a marketplace for tasks allows us to free our mind to think of other solutions on education and skills development as well. We are currently exploring how we can use microlearning to educate and qualify resources on task level, removing the need for more complex education and training. Using tasks as the entry for education reduces the competence issue and makes it easier for resources to enter the workforce. We can teach them enough for that specific task and continue to offer micro-learning modules for new tasks, giving them the chance to grow and to develop. We believe we can solve both the labor shortage, reduce social exclusion, and create a work life with more flexibility and equality. The endless possibilities of types of tasks and micro-learning modules makes way for new and easier career entries and career paths, separating us from gig economy and reducing the risk for an underclass. Our task-based labor model has been a somewhat theoretic exercise, and for that reason we created the future experiments, where we simulated 10 years into the future with an up-and-running task-based labor model. The goal for these exercises was to test whether such a market would give real capacity increase in the health service, as well as document positive effects and identify inhibitors. In the experiments, we mapped all the tasks currently performed by health care personnel, and in both cases, we found that more than 50% could be performed by untrained people. In the first experiment, lasting 1 week in a small nursing home in Lillestrøm, we used 19 untrained people to do work related to kitchen and food, room service, stockroom, activities, and simple health tasks. They represented work inclusion companies, community service after convictions, both very young and retired people, volunteers, and more. The experiment showed a 25% increase in productivity throughout the week, which is huge. The experiment taught us a lot, for instance, the need to automate processes, but also that we need a digital system to facilitate microlearning. The next experiment was performed in our ally municipality, Nordre Follo, this time in the home service. They had 23 community members joining the service, covering 100 users. The training was done digital through a microlearning platform with interactive training modules created by Copano on We Are Learning technology. It was a huge success, and the experiment also confirmed the results from the first experiment. Here is a short clip from one of our training modules.
You are on your first shift in home health care and have been assigned a new client on your route, Anna, 72 years old. The report states that she has mild dementia and lives alone. Today, you will go by to help her with personal care and check how she is doing. You know that people with dementia may react differently than others, and that the first meeting is important for creating a sense of security.
Hi, Anna.
Who are you? Do we have an agreement?
Relax, I'm just going in to do my job.
I don't know you. Go away. I'm locking the door.
Anna is clearly nervous and anxious when she opens the door. Even if you know Anna, she might not recognize you. Try a different option.
Hi, Anna. My name is Kehan, and I come from home care in Nordre Follo. I'm here to assist you with your care today.
Yes. Is it you who is coming today? I can't remember all of you, but you can come in then.
Great. A clear and friendly introduction helps Anna understand who you are. It provides comfort and respect for her situation.
This was a short clip. The labor-based market model has given us a lot of attention in Norway. However, we believe this is relevant for other countries as well. So if you want to learn more or you want to test our model, you can see us down or to understand right down there. Thank you so much.